Sharp Game here, back again with another episode coming at you from ChooseYourRelationships.com, off of Love Can't Wait, which you can find on Amazon.com. And today I got a long message, a long question. And someone actually sent me this on my blog at ChooseYourRelationships.com. And she wanted to know the question, as you can see: how can a sexy woman like me show a man online I'm not up for a one-night stand? And she's I must say, she's a very attractive young black woman. And I'm going to tell you what I think about what she wrote after I'm done reading. Here's what she had to say. I recently made an online profile in the hopes of trying to find a man that I can connect with on a deeper level than the past. I've tried to learn from my past mistakes in dating and grow from them, and I figured trying online dating would help widen my dating pool. The main problem I have is men only being interested in me for sex or being blatantly sexual when they first approach me. I am a very attractive black woman with a curvy body, and I often feel like guys want black women for sex, particularly men of other races. I'm frustrated because when I go out, men make me feel extremely uncomfortable by constantly commenting on the way I look, and men online get into very wait a minute. And men online get into sex very quickly. A lot of people don't understand why I've turned to online dating, since I've been told I'm a catch and don't seem like I would have trouble meeting people. They're right. I don't have trouble meeting people, but I do have trouble finding men that want to get to know me seriously and not just use me for my body. I dress in a way that's flattering to me, but I don't let all my stuff hang out. I have a degree from an Ivy level institution, and I'm really kind and generally respectful to everyone. Why is it that men only seem to want sex? Wait a minute. Why is it that men only seem to want me for sex? I think I have a great personality that matches my looks, and I'm thinking of just deleting my profile since it's making dating more uncomfortable and is extremely disappointing. What can I do to show guys I'm girlfriend material and more than just a one night stand? Well. This is a fully loaded question. That you could tell she put a lot of time in. But here's the deal. Now, there's a mistake that a lot of women make, online and offline. It don't even matter. But a lot of women, I don't know what site she's on. She didn't say what site she was on. But what I can tell you based on my experience and what I've seen over the past, my goodness, 10 years. Because I'm going to keep it real. I've met a lot of people online, men and women, from all the sites you probably heard of. Plenty of Fish, Black People Meet, Match.com, Facebook.com, a lot of sites. I done met women from all over the world, all over the country. And what I can tell you is, a lot of women make the mistake. A lot of women want to be, they want to be with guys that don't want to be with them. And they take this same practice they do offline to online. And that doesn't work. my philosophy is I fuck with those who fuck with me. If I don't want to be in a company or in pursuit of people that don't want to be around me. So online, the first things first. Your picture is half the game. So what the type of pictures you post up, you got to ask yourself what type of message are you trying to send, especially if you're a woman. If you're trying, and then plus a lot of women, they put up a lot of pictures of them and their friends, and sometimes there's some confusion because I don't know who the woman is. I don't know who the woman is that's in control of the profile a lot of times. So if you post a picture, make sure there's no confusion. Make sure you're having fun, having a good time, you're smiling, maybe you're on vacation, taking pictures, maybe you're at an event, or maybe you're at home, maybe you're at the pool. But just make sure you have good quality pictures. You don't have to hire a photographer. You know what I mean? Make sure you have good quality pictures, and make sure that if someone comes to your profile, they'll know who's who. They'll know that it's you. Because if you take a group picture and you don't make it known that it's who you are in the picture, then it's going to breed confusion. You know what I mean? A lot of women do that. And a lot of women, they sometimes show too much cleavage. And that sends the wrong message to a guy. Now, some women will say, hey, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. But that's all we got. That's all we got when we first meet women. We don't have anything else. We don't know you. So we kind of have to judge a book by its cover. Everyone judges a book by its cover. Initially, we don't have anything else. We don't have anything else to judge by. So our initial engagement of meeting you, whether it's in person or offline, we have to look at you. We don't have anything else. I'm sorry. I agree with that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. But that's all we got. And a lot of women, they looks like she was saying that, how do you, I guess, prove to guys that you're a good quality person and you're girlfriend material and not a one night stand? Well, first of all, you shouldn't be trying to do that anyway. You shouldn't you shouldn't have to pander towards anybody. You should know who you are, know your self-worth, so that way you won't have to pander and prove to anybody that you're girlfriend material and not a one night stand. And when you meet people in person, we give off the energy. We give off vibes of who we are. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're not aware, whether you're unconscious of it or not, it happens automatically because we're physical. We're physical beings, but we give off energy, and that's how that shit is. And in your profile, make sure your profile is describes who you are, and make sure the text that you use is not negative. I see a lot of women that do that too as well. Most of the stuff they're talking about is very negative. It's not very fun. Make sure, pay attention to the message that you want to give off when you write in your profile. If you're an ambitious person, you like to travel, you like to read books, you like to hang out with your friends, you have hobbies. Put that in there. Now, the mistake that a lot of women make is what she did while she was asking me a question. Most guys don't care about your education. A lot of women put too much stock in where they graduated from. She said she graduated from an Ivy League college institution. Guys don't really care about that. I mean, it looks good on paper, but once they get to know you, that stuff doesn't really matter. I mean, it might look good on paper, but if you went to Ivy League college, but when he meets you in person and you turn out to be a jackass, or y'all just don't hit it off, well, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't hold too much weight. You know what I mean? So it's okay to drop a little education, from time to time, but don't put too much stock in that. Don't let that be the motivating factor why a guy should hang out with you because you went to Ivy League college. If anything, let your personality and your looks and your mentality, your way of thinking, show more than how much education you have. That's what you should focus on. Your personality should be your greatest asset. And, looks only go but so far. And it only lasts but so long. So your personality and, and focus on having a good time. There's a lot of very boring women out here today. And another thing is you have to how should I say this? You kind of have to position yourself and make things easier for you. So in other words, if I want to attract black males, I'm not going to be on jdate.com. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be on plentyoffish.com. You got to make it easy for you. So you got to target the guys you want to be with. So instead of being on jdate.com or plentyoffish.com, I'll be on blackpeoplemeet.com if I want to meet a black male. You know what I'm saying? You got to make it easy for you. Don't make things so difficult. If you want to be with a white guy, then you probably go to plentyoffish.com. You know what I'm saying? And just the first thing I would tell any woman online is try to take the best pictures as possible, because online it's been proven that if your pictures are real good, you'll probably double the response to your profile with just pictures alone and no text. And if you throw some text on top of the pictures, forget about it. You have more emails than you can probably handle. But a lot of it, having good pictures and targeting the guys that you want to meet is over half of the game when it comes to online. And the idea is you want to make things easy for yourself. You want to fuck with the guys that want to fuck with you. You don't want to run behind the guys or try to talk guys into being with you. Don't do that shit. A lot of women do that shit. A lot of women want to be with the guys that don't want to be with them. I don't know what. That's because they don't know their value. They have a lot of women in America, especially, or a lot of women that move to America. They have an identity crisis. They think that there's something that they're not. And what makes it even worse is they really don't have any proof or any track record of being the person that they think they are. It's sad but true. And once you send a few emails to guys back and forth, because you're gonna get a lot of them, you gotta filter out the guys with the best message, or the guys that you would probably want to meet. And which brings me to my point. You want to, the goal is to meet people online and meet them offline as quick as possible in a public place, a place where y'all can sit down and talk. Not at the club, not at the church, not at the movies, but a place y'all can sit down and talk. Someplace like Starbucks or any coffee shop, or someplace like, I don't know, IHOP. Any place where y'all can sit down and talk face to face. You don't want to meet up the first time and you have to yell and scream to get your point across. That's not a good idea. And you don't want to meet the first time sitting down at the dinner table at a restaurant or anything like that. That's not a good idea. So that's what I would say. That's the advice I would give you. And keep in mind that meeting people, taking someone from online to offline, is very difficult. And I never thought it was easy. I never thought it was easy. Just because I could do something so well and much better than other guys and men and women, I never thought it was easy. What I thought, that I was doing something that was different at the time. But I didn't really know until years later how much problem people were having. And, it takes an acquired skill on how to take someone from online to offline, because you have to think about it. All you have is a keyboard and pictures. That's all you have. So you have to use the right kind of words to get someone's attention, and eventually the goal is to meet them in person. Plus you have to filter out all at the same time. That's why it's not easy for most people. And if you can't communicate or haven't mastered the skill of approaching women, men and women, offline, online, it's probably not going to work out for you. So I believe you have to be good at talking to people offline first. Then you go online. But you can approach it the way you want to. Do what you do. So if you need some help on how to use online dating to your advantage, let me know by commenting on the video below. Shoot me an email. I'll be able to help you out. Whatever problems or concerns you might be having. So if you like what you heard, subscribe to my channel. Check out my blog, chooseyourrelationships.com. Until next time, Sharp Game is out. Peace.